Getting all around my room, my world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome to season number 2 of the Northern Ohio Golden Broncos Team Builder Dynasty. In the last episode, we took care of the bowl game and all of the off-season. So if you want to go back and check out what we did in the off-season, go back and watch that last episode. It's the most recent episode in the playlist, which is linked down below in the description. If you did miss it, go check it out. We are back. We unfortunately do no longer have our Heisman favorite, Amani Tools. He has graduated to the NFL. He was the #1 overall pick in the NFL. I don't have any reason to believe why he wouldn't be. So we're going to say that he was. He was the #1 overall pick in the NFL draft this past year. But we come back for year number 2, and there is one significant change that is going to happen from year 1 to year 2. If you remember all the way back at the beginning of year number 1, we had a quarterback battle for a couple of episodes between Deshaun Wheeler, the eventual winner of that battle, and Caleb Nobles. But in the offseason, Caleb Nobles got a training boost to take him to an 87 overall, which is higher than what Deshaun Wheeler's is. And he's a little bit faster. He's got a little bit of better arm. Wheeler has slightly better accuracies in a certain category, but I think Nobles overall has pretty good accuracy as well. So we're going to start Caleb Nobles here. I think he's a senior this year, and Deshaun Wheeler's a junior, so it's going to look weird if Deshaun Wheeler has to start next year and in year 3, so he has like his sophomore season he started, then year 3 in junior year, he goes nowhere, he doesn't have any stats, and then in year 4 or year 3 as a senior, he has more stats, so it's going to have like a 1-year gap, and it's going to be a little weird, but it is what it is, because, I mean, he's undeniable now. Caleb Nobles has turned himself from undesirable to undeniable for Dickie Guyton and this coaching staff, so we had to make him the starter. We did lose a good amount of talent on this team in the offseason, whether it was to graduation, or to the draft, or to transfers. So, year number 2, we are taking on our rival, App State, because remember, we took on Charlotte as the team. We replaced them when we brought in the Northern Ohio Golden Broncos. So we just kind of absorbed their rivalry that they have apparently with App State. I don't know why they would have a rivalry with App State. Maybe this is a manufactured rivalry from the game. I don't know if they do that, but if it is, that's pretty cool. And I think there is some sort of bug in online Dynasty custom schedules, because I was trying to schedule Ohio State because we're supposed to be rivals with Ohio State because we want to become the greatest Ohio team in college football, and the way to do that is to beat Ohio State consistently. So I was trying to schedule them, but it wouldn't let me. Every time I tried to schedule them, it had me say there was an error and it would reset the schedule. So then I finally got fed up with it. But the one thing that I'm very, very annoyed with, we have 8 straight away games to end the year. So recruiting is going to be unbelievably difficult this year because we have really no visits at all. So there's going to be so much that we're going to miss out on because the schedule did not generate very kindly to me. I even tried to regenerate it a couple times and it didn't work. So we are unbelievably outnumbered in terms of home and away games. It's going to be a brutal end of the season. But hopefully we can win a bunch of games and the recruits just want to come here anyway. Year number 2 of Golden Bronco Dynasty begins now. Go on and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Let's do this thing. All right, here we are at start of week number 1 of year number 2. And now that I know that the Golden Broncos have a rivalry with App State, I probably will schedule them every single season, or at least I will attempt to if the scheduling bug is not fixed. But now that I know they have a rivalry with them, I'll actually try to make that a yearly thing. But here is what our schedule ends up becoming. So we start the season with 4 straight home games, and those are the only 4 home games we get the entire year. If you look at it, this is what the generated schedule gave me. Remember, in the last video, when I was trying to fix this, I tried to schedule Ohio State right here in this North Carolina game. It would not let me. It was some sort of bug. Something was happening. It would not let me change the schedule whatsoever. Apparently, they just want me to run the gauntlet against teams. And not only do we have to have a huge road test against each conference team, but we also have to go down to Georgia and beat the number 3 Bulldogs in Athens. Oh my God, that could be huge in terms of conference standings, and like that has a lot of implications later in the season. That is going to be a massive game, like a massive game. But first, we start with App State rivalry game at night at home. I did get the recruiting board all set up, and fun fact, we had a guy insta-commit. Alan Eddy, 3-star middle linebacker. Now, he is a JUCO sophomore, so he's coming in as a senior or as a junior this next year. So it's kind of like a transfer, but he really wanted to be a Golden Bronco. I didn't even scout him. I just tossed a scholarship on him, and he committed. So our first commit of the class is already in the books. He's a 3-star JUCO sophomore from Asheville, North Carolina, and he is coming to be a middle linebacker for us. But we are going after some interesting players. I have a 5-star quarterback on the board. We have to take on Georgia, but we are making some progress. Mohamed Aladukin is our 5-star quarterback that we are going after. He looks very, very good. 95 throw power alongside really good accuracies and 91 speed, 95 excel. You know I love me a fast quarterback, and one that can throw the ball to our receivers with the power that he has. Oh, I'm all in. So that's why we have 75 hours on him. We also are going after Frederick Kennedy, because he also looks very good. Obviously not as good as the 5-star, but still a very solid quarterback to add to the roster. We have these 2 guys as well, Terrell Montague, who is solid, and Freddie Royer, who is solid. So we'll keep an eye on these guys. I did offer scholarships, but as you can see, I have no hours on them, mainly because we just don't have any hours left. We only had 450 hours to spread around. Running back, we do have 2 guys on the board. One is a bust, and one is Nathan Putzier. Receiving back, he looks pretty solid. We made a huge jump on him. He's got 90 speed, which is always nice to have in a running back spot. 88 agility, 87 change direction's huge. He's going to be pretty solid if we can grab him. Then at the wide receiver position, I have a 4-star in Moses Lunt, and I was trying to go for guys that are just unnaturally fast to kind of replicate the stuff the magic that we had with why am I blanking? I said his name earlier in the video. Why am I blanking on his name? Oh my God, I'm blanking on my wide receiver's name. Why am I so stupid? Whatever, it doesn't matter. We're trying to recreate the magic that we had. Obviously, it wasn't that special magic. If it pops in my head, I'll say it. But we have 92 speed or 91 speed on Moses Lunt. Then we have Dolgala, Manu Dolgala, I think is what his name is. He's got 92 speed, 94 excel. And then Blasingame, who's a gem, has 95 speeds. As you can see why I've put 25 hours on top of him. So hopefully, nobody's really even going after him. So hopefully we can bring in these 3 solid receivers and have a really good recruiting class with them. Tight end, we do need some upgrades at tight end, so I'm going after 3 pretty solid ones. Defense or offensive tackle, we've got 1 in Darren Butts, legendary name. We're going after him, not super hard, but enough to keep us in the race. Same thing with Dion Verrett. Centers, I've got a few points in each one of them. They're all solid, but we just didn't have the hours. I couldn't go after everybody. Quincy Cavazos. Wow, some of these names are killing me. We're going after him. We're going after a couple different defensive ends. They all look pretty good, so we'll see if we can grab any of them. D-tackle, we're going after a 4-star John Carter, but we have to take on NC State, and I don't know how big of a challenge that's going to be. Linebackers, we could always use some good ones, and we've got a couple battles with some of these guys. We do have the 1 commitment of Alan Eddy, and then Brady Cotton we're also trying to go for, because I would like to bring in an actual high schooler as a commitment at middle linebacker as well. And then the cornerback position, I have a 5-star on the board, but Clemson has made a huge push for him, so I think we might be out of the reach on Jamie Morey. But James Punga, we could still be on. And James Punga has some really good abilities, 80 zone coverage already. Kenya Sasser, we're looking okay on. We are the #1 team in the country because we're the only person who has a commitment just yet. But Kenya Sasser is also pretty good. He's got 86 acceleration. He's got 86 speed, which isn't amazing at corner. I would like to have guys that are a little bit faster than that. That's why I only have 5 hours on him. I don't know if we're going to be able to make any impact on James Punga. I'm going to try. I'm absolutely going to try. And Jamie Morey, I would love to have. 93 speed, 90 excel, 85 press, 82 man. I mean, this guy's a freak. He's the number 2 corner in the country, but he's not going to come here. He's either going to go to Tulane or Clemson, and it's pretty much going to be Clemson. So we're going to be sad about that. Very, very sad. But I chose Punga over Morey because Punga we have slightly better odds of getting, and Morey is pretty much going to commit already. That's why I chose that. Then we're going after Jawan Malden, who looks... Oh, I need to show you this guy. He is a freak! 96 speed, 91 excel, 76 man, 88 change direction, 75 zone, 91 agility. This dude, if he's not a free safety, he could just play corner for us because he looks unbelievable. This is one of the best free safety prospects I've seen in this game. He looks unreal, so that's why I put 50 hours on him because he looks like a monster. So I would love to get... Plus, he's a gem. He might be one of the better players in this entire class in terms of just raw talent. And then Al Friend, we're going after as well. Only 5 hours on him. We'll see if Louisville makes a push for him. No strong safeties, no kickers, no punters. We're good on all those. And then you guys saw all the athletes as well. So that is what the recruiting board looks like as of right now, as of week number 1. Like I said, we have the first commitment of the season so far, but it's a JUCO sophomore. It doesn't really matter. But here is it. Here's the game. It is a night game, so that means we're going to go with the blackout unis to start the season. The blackouts are coming out. App State is going to wear their away uniforms. Do they have anything that doesn't have black in it? The yellow might not be too bad. We might give them the yellow with the black. They kind of look like the Steelers a little bit. All right, so we're going to rock the blackout. Rivalry game, App State versus the Golden Broncos. It kind of makes sense. Appalachian State's somewhere near the state of Ohio, because I'm assuming, App State's in the around the Appalachian Mountains. That's why it's called Appalachian State. So, I mean, that could be any general area in that West Virginia area down to the Carolinas, obviously around that time. So, you could conceivably think of this as a rivalry. It makes somewhat sense, but it is a rivalry. So, we're going to rock the blackouts, and we are going to hopefully start this season 1-0 with our new starting quarterback, Caleb Nobles. We are officially playing in our first ever Dukes Mayo Classic to start the season. What a wild way to start. I had no idea this was the Dukes Mayo Classic, but we are here. It is a night game, it is a rivalry game, and it's a Dukes Mayo Classic. So somebody's getting some mayo dropped on them at the end of this game. I hope it's us. I hope it's Dickie Guyton who gets the mayo dropped on him. But you could be seeing a little bit of new faces here. Lockett, one of the new faces on the defensive line. Obviously, Jeremiah Buckley, CJ Driver, all those guys are still back. But we do have a couple new faces on the defense. James Jr. is new. I think he's one of the transfers. Bateman is new, back at free safety. So there are some new faces here, and this running back's a little shifty. He's getting a little bouncy. Okay. Let's see if we can get some pressure here with Jamelo Harris. Let's do this thing. Jamelo. And they're going to hand it off to the running back again, and they're going to win the tackle battle and get a huge first down. Kind of annoying. I hate it here. All right. Upsetting. It looks like they're going to be a heavy run team. And it's a 4th straight run. This time we shut it down. Jalen Galloway was right there. We do shut it down. And I just realized that I did not change the numbers, although I don't know if I can in Online Dynasty. I think that's I missed the tackle because I suck. I don't think you can can you change the jersey numbers for online? I saw somewhere where they said you couldn't do that, so I was going to change to give our new captains, number 33 on defense and number 13 on offense. Amani Tolles, that's what the freaking name is. Why do I always forget that? He's my best player I've ever had in any dynasty, and why do I forget that I forget his name all the time? Amani Tolles is what his name was from earlier in the video, if you care. Obviously, you guys know what it was. Another handoff. These dudes are unbelievable with the handoffs. And it's working. I mean, they are picking apart our defense with these runs. We need to get the big 400-pounder KJ Posey in there to stuff some runs. That's what he's known for. That's what he does. That'll be a shutdown. Good job. I think that might have been Glass who got in there and shut that down. He's got the arm brace on, so yes, it was. It was Glass who got in there. 2nd and 8. And this will be another handoff. This one's going to get shut down easily. Jalen Galloway initially, and then Buckley came in to help. But this has got to be a pass. I mean, there's no other way around it. 3rd and 12, they can't run it, and they won't. It'll be a screen, so they're kind of running it. Get there. Get there. Shut that down. Oh, my God. He almost got the first down off a screen. Oh, and they're going to go for it. In the Duke's Mayo Classic, they will run this football, or maybe run it. I don't know. They're going to go for it, though. 4th and 1. It'll be a run, and it'll be shut down fumble. And the Broncos have it. What a stop. Jalen Galloway met him and then stripped it. And the Golden Broncos turned the ball over. The Mountaineers could not handle it. They aren't built for this. They're in the Sun Belt. We play Maction over here. Jalen Galloway stripped that football away. Even if it's not technically a fumble, we still get the ball because it was 4th down. And here is Caleb Nobles, the senior quarterback who got benched earlier in the season. And we have a new face at running back with Morgan Turner, I think is his name. Morgan Turner. We will see Caleb Nobles. Obviously, I'm not in love with Caleb Nobles. I will evaluate him as I would Deshaun Wheeler. And if I need to make a change, I will certainly have to make a change. Deshaun Wheeler is not done for the year just because he doesn't win the starting job at the beginning. And that is a crazy throw that he came back for. Thank you, ma'am, for coming back to that football. And we will see Morgan Turner get some more carries. No more Emil Singer. It is Morgan Turner's time. I think he's one of the transfers we brought in at running back. We will see. He's got decent speed, so we'll see how he performs. 2nd down and 5. We'll hand this ball off. Good block. Morgan Turner. Everybody was running down the field. They didn't hand off, or they didn't look in the backfield for the run, and that is a nice run from Turner. Everybody was waiting for the pass, which is understandable, but we still got Sammy Allen Jr., the true Actually, I don't think he's a true I think he's a sophomore redshirt, actually. But still, he's a great player, and he's young. And that is going to be another transfer, Leacock, who comes in. He's got real good speed as well. He's got real good speed. I think it's up in the 96s. That's going to be Sammy Allen Jr. He catches it, and he takes it up to the 17-yard line. Caleb Nobles is making the throws he needs to make, which is a good sign. It is a good sign, and we'll give it to Turner. He will get the first down and a little bit more down to the 11. We'll go with the goal line unders. I know we're at the 11. Goal line unders doesn't really make much sense here, but I'm going to run it anyway. We also have Deuce Washington as the backup this year. He got a little bit of rub last year. And that is going to be Blankenship touchdown, another transfer, I think. I don't think he's a freshman. I'm still learning the team this year. Let me check. Is Blankenship a freshman? I don't remember. I don't remember. Oh, it's Maurice Turner. I apologize. I've been calling him Morgan. It's Maurice Turner. Nathan Leacock is one of the transfers. Brendan Blankenship was here. He was just redshirted last year. I remember Brendan Blankenship. Okay, so he gets a touchdown, the first touchdown of the season, and our first ever Duke's Mayo touchdown. Maybe put that in the record books. I don't know. But we lead 7-0 after forcing the fumble on 4th down on the first drive for App State. We will send this ball back and hope that we can do that one more time. Let's get another defensive turnover. I'd love it. Maybe an interception, a little cheeky fumble again. Whatever it is, I don't care as long as we get it. As long as we get it. All right, let's use our Jeremiah Buckley. He's the true sophomore. He's the next big thing he needs to perform, although they're going to be heavy on the runs, even down 7-0. So maybe we need to pinch the D-line a little bit more. Maybe we need to do some things here. Oops, I didn't have time to do that. I was a little bit slow on my audibles, or my hot routes. Not my hot routes, my audibles. Let's do a little pinch in here. Pinch the D-line a little bit. Get them a little closer. Make it harder for the running back to get in there. And that's going to be a flag. Is it going to be a hold? I think it might have been. They're showing the offensive lineman, and it is a hold. So they will be backed up to 1st and 17. And we will pinch the D-line one more time. But at 1st and 17, I don't know if they're going to run it. But they will. Jeremiah Buckley in the backfield. Tackle for loss. The future. The future is now for the big dog, Jeremiah Buckley. 2nd and 19. They could run it again in theory, but I doubt that they would. And they're going to do it. And they will be shut down again. What are you doing, App State? They're running themselves into a massive hole. It is 3rd down and 20. This has got to be a pass. And it will be. But it won't matter because Galloway forces him down, but he throws it away. It's still 4th and 20, and we force the punt. The defense is playing really well to start season 2. And you know that was one of my problems and one of my concerns in Season 1 was the defense was getting carved up week after week. But let's see how the offense does in drive number 2. We did really well. We looked really, really good in drive 1. Scoring the touchdown pretty easily. Caleb Nobles looked good, but this one's a little tricky. Incomplete pass. That was not really his fault. That App State defender came in untouched, and I kind of just threw it behind the receiver. It could have been a big play if it was more accurate. I'm going to go underneath here. Allen Jr., he's got a lot of speed. He was the number 2 receiver behind Amani Tolles last year. Maybe this year he's going to be number 1. Although maybe we find somebody else that's even better than Sammy Allen Jr. Who knows? I mean, Blankenship's already got a touchdown, but he's pretty low on the depth chart. He might be in the slot. That's why he's playing so much. I don't actually know why he's playing so much. Nobles got hit on the throw. I don't think my receivers got off the line very easily. They might have got bumped or something because nobody really got open. Oh, that's unbelievable. I'll take it. You know what? I'd probably rather have the intentional grounding than the sack, to be honest. 3rd and 20. That was a crazy... I mean, they brought literally everybody. I don't know what I was supposed to do there. This is tricky, though. 3rd and 20. We're going to have to hope that McCabe wins. He did not, and I had no chance. But Sammy Allen Jr. gets behind the corner, and he gets the first down out of it. Sammy Allen Jr. I just checked it down just to get away from the sack. And Sammy somehow snuck behind the corner and was able to get away without him knowing. Oh, that's the veteran instinct. I know he's only a sophomore. That's the veteran instinct. Blankenship holds on for the catch. Tough catch. He got hit pretty hard. And we will try to run one more play before the quarter ends. I might be able to snap it here, and I will. Underneath. It's Blankenship. Sit down for the first down. Blankenship could be my number 1 target here. If he's going to play in the slot, I do love to target my slot receivers. So he could have a big season in terms of catches and stuff. Maurice Turner, going to look to get him the ball a little bit more. I've kind of gone away from the run game. Let's start this second quarter with a run. Let's get Mo Turner a little bit more carries. And it's going to be kind of a broken tackle. He slipped the first one, the initial tackle, but he kind of got grabbed at the leg or something. All right, we'll give it back to him. 2nd down and 7. Get some solid blocks on the edge, kind of. And Mo Turner will take it to the 8. And we'll go with a Y corner because I do love those little across-the-middle routes with Blankenship and Weeks. We should be good. Let's go with Weeks. Weeks, tough catch, dropped. Yeah, I should have went Blankenship there. But obviously we're going to go for this. We're 4th and 1 from the 8. We can't kick the field goal here. I don't even trust my field goal kicker, really. Mainly, I don't trust myself. I'm taking off with Caleb Nobles. He's going to get in easily. Walk-in touchdown, and the Golden Broncos are up 2 scores. Caleb Nobles, the senior. And it says it's my time. He's saying it's my time. I like that. I wasn't even clocking what his celebration was. He's saying it's his time. No more Deshaun Wheeler, even though Wheeler had a crazy year. It is Caleb Noble's season. If I could find him, where'd he go? Where did Caleb Nobles go? There he is. He kind of vanished. Nope, stop following. It's always messy on the sidelines trying to get a catch or a screenshot because they like glitch in and out for some reason. I don't know why. Is he going to show up? Okay, he kind of showed up there for a second. No, he's gone again. There. Okay. Might as well take it while I have the opportunity. Let me zoom in. Let me get it there. It's his time. It's Caleb Noble's time. Okay, let's get out of here before he disappears again. All right, big rush. I think he is slightly faster than Deshaun Wheeler, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to put him in instead of Wheeler. And we lead 14-0 in the first half against App State. Let's see if we can get another turnover here. That'd be pretty big. Pretty darn big. Denard will go after him and get blocked. We'll have somebody out there. Oh, that's a big tackle. That's going to hurt. He's going to feel that one in the morning. All right, are they going to continue to run the football as consistently as they have? Because they're down 2 scores now? Their game plan might change. It's going to be another run, and it was going to be a tackle for loss if Buckley doesn't get chipped on the edge. It was 100% going to be a tackle for loss. We'll pinch the line. We'll continue to pinch the line and keep the linebackers honest at the line of scrimmage here. See if they want to run the football. It's going to be another run. Buckley is there to shut it down. You ran right into the hands of the sophomore. What do you want me to do about that? I mean, that was a pretty easy run just to stop. 3rd and 7. It's got to be a pass, right? And it will be a delayed handoff. What are you doing, App State? The play calling is unbelievably poor. A delayed handoff when you've got Jeremiah Buckley? In the backfield already? What are you doing? Crazy call on 3rd and long. Oliver will get the one. This is one of our freshman red shirts running backs, Oliver, who's getting the kick return and punt return duties this season. He's got like 96 speed, so we might as well use him. And we're going to give this to Mo Turner again. Establish the run game, and Mo Turner's got some room. Mo Turner with the change of direction, and he's going to take it one play all the way to pay dirt. Maurice Turner, the transfer, puts them to sleep. The explosive runs is something we didn't have last year, even though Emil Singer was a very good player. We didn't have the explosive, like, 1 or 2 play touchdowns with the run game. But maybe this year we will. We've got a pretty solid offensive line full of very experienced upperclassmen. Maybe this year is going to be different with the run game. I kind of feel bad for Emil Singer that he's not going to get to run behind this offensive line, but he's still a very, very important member of the alumni squad. He can come back anytime he wants and watch his former teammates run all over this conference this year. We're going to use Jamelo Harris on this first possession. It's going to be another handoff. This team is unbelievable. They are down 21-0, and they are still steadfast on running the football. You'd think that they trust this quarterback enough to push the ball down the field a little bit. They are going to pass finally, but it's a little throw to the flat. He's going to roll out of bounds at the 22. You got to push this ball down the field. You've thrown it 3 times, or 4 times, and completed 3 of them. You got to push this ball down the field. You're down 21-0. They're going to throw it again. Maybe they heard me, but it's going to be out of the backfield. What are you doing? It's a 4th and 7 call, or it's a 4th and 7 punt. I mean, back-to-back drives with just head-scratching play calls from this offensive coordinator or head coach, whoever's calling the plays for this App State team. I don't know. Very questionable decision-making from the coaching staff in App State. But we get the football back. Our defense is playing lights out. And we'll hand this off to Mo Turner one more time, and he's going to have more room. Mo Turner has 8 carries, 97 yards. If we're going to have open lanes like that, then this season could be a breeze with the run game. We could be setting some school records for run game. We're going to get this to Terrence Weeks, and he's going to be able to turn up the field and get a huge play. Good job, Terrence. And we'll go right back to the run game. If you want to think we're going to pass, we're going to run. If you think we're going to run, we're going to pass. You can't keep track of what the Broncos are going to do. And Maurice Turner bounced off the tackle and got extra yards. He was going to be tackled maybe for a loss there. But he did a really good job of staying on his feet. I'm liking Maurice Turner. I hate that he's a senior because I'm really liking him. Can I bomb this? I think I can. No, the ball's underthrown. Oh, Caleb, you got to get that ball out so hard. That's a touchdown. And I think that was Terrence Weeks who was running that route. You got to get that ball out, man. That is a missed opportunity if I've ever seen one. And Leacock drops it on 3rd and 6. We're going to go for this. I know we're already up 21-0. I'm not kicking a field goal. Forget about it. Forget about it. I'm going to go for this, and I'm going to throw that to Sammy Allen Jr., and I'm going to get the first down because that is absolutely a first down. Thank you for calling it. I was kind of worried there for a second they weren't going to give me the first down there, but they do. We continue to drive down the field, and I might hit the tight end here. McCabe is not going to be open. Somewhat open, but not really. Maybe the ball wasn't amazing. All right, let's hand this ball to Maurice Turner. If I get some blocks, no! Oh, Sammy, if you throw a block on the edge there, that's a touchdown because I can just roll right around and get a huge touchdown out of that. Oh, that's crazy. Sammy Allen Jr. not blocking like he needs to. He's no Amani Tolles. We'll get a screen to Deuce Washington the third, excuse me, not his father. Deuce Washington the third is that man's name. And he gets a huge first down on the screen. Like I said, I'm still trying to remember my team. We're going to go to Reed Blankenship. That is Brendan Blankenship, who has a broken tackle down to the 1. And we might as well just give this to the big dog, Mo Turner. Oh, they're going to bring in the power back, Kendrick Mosley Jr. He's the power back for a reason, and he gets the touchdown. He does fall down, but he scores the touchdown, and the Golden Broncos are up 28-0 in the Duke's Mayo Classic. We might be whitewashing the Appalachian State Mountaineers. I mean, it's not even funny. We are just taking them on a walk like they're a little dog, and we have them on a leash, taking them for a walk in the suburbs with the white picket fences as we're crossing. I mean, it's just kind of crazy right now. One play before the 2-minute warning comes. Are they going to run the ball again? They're down 4 touchdowns. Are they really going to run the ball again? They will, and I messed it up. I had that shut down for so many yards lost, but I kind of got stuck. I got there too early almost. I got stuck between the animation of is the quarterback going to keep it or hand it to the running back, and it kind of cost me there. If I would have been a little bit slower, I would have shut that down unbelievably. Screen pass. If they do screens, I mean, that'll work. I mean, that's not really a run, technically. And the screen, I think that's the second time they've done a screen. So it's worked pretty amazingly for them. It'll be an actual pass this time, though. And he'll get a catch. And it's to the running back, because apparently this quarterback hates his wide receivers. I didn't know I was watching the 2023 Iowa offense. Oh, that's an interception. No, turn me into the right guy. I hate this football game so much. Why would it not turn me into the guy that's right on the receiver? I could have picked that off 1,000% if you turn me into that guy. All I would have to do is undercut the route. That's a tackle. Galloway's going to wrap him up. Galloway doesn't usually miss a lot of tackles, so he's going to wrap that one up pretty substantially. 2nd and 3. This could very well be a run. It's going to be a pass. Now they're passing. It's a catch and a first down. He went down immediately. All of a sudden, they realize that they're down 4 touchdowns. They need to pass the ball. Buckley, I need some sacks from you. It's not going to be that. It's going to be a tackle from Denard. Good job. Kind of an unorthodox tackle, but it works. Gets him down. Buckley's out, so we'll move over to Jamelo Harris. And they are running low on time here in the half. I think we get the ball, too. Out of the back, or out of the flat, it is going to be an incomplete pass. Little miscommunication there. Receiver and quarterback not on the same page. 24 seconds. They do have all their timeouts. So do we. And it'll be a touchdown for App State. So they get on the board before the half. Good for them. They're still getting killed in the game. But you see what happens when they pass the football? They actually get some good yardage. I don't know why they weren't doing that in the first place. They were so heavily on the run, so committed to it. And they were getting stonewalled every time. But they score 28-7. If we could somehow double dip here, I mean, that'd be unbelievable. We have all our timeouts. We have a quarterback with a cannon of an arm. And we have a fast receiver in Sammy Allen Jr., it could happen. I kind of want to hand it off to Maurice Turner, though, if I'm being honest. Nope, they're going to press. If you're going to press, then we're going to run some verticals and just have our athletes beat your athletes. It's pretty much that simple, although that's not going to be caught. It's going to be incomplete. How did that not get caught? All right. They're going to press again, so they're going to give me another chance at it. But this time, Sammy's the one outside. He was the one in the inside that first play. But I don't need to go to Sammy because I've got myself and Terrence Weeks, and it's knocked incomplete. Caleb Nobles, what is your arm? You've got a better arm than Deshaun Wheeler. What are you doing, big dog? Throw the football harder than that. I'm pressing the button as long as I need to. I don't want it to go for a bad throw. You got to be able to throw these balls. Oh, God. We are in a little bit of trouble here. If I can get that ball away, that'd be crazy, and I can't. 4th and 10. 2 seconds remain. I'm not going to punt this ball. You kidding me? We could have some magic happen on one play. Who knows? As long as they don't intercept this, we'll go to the half. Unless it's... you see what happens when I try to throw it harder than that? Deshaun Wheeler would have hit a touchdown there. How many times did we see that last year where he hit a touchdown to Amani Tolles? But Maurice Turner's been unbelievable. I think we might just run the chew clock and just get out of here with a 28-7 lead. I'd be happy with that. We will start the second half with the football, and we are going to hand it off to Maurice Turner and just pound this rock down their throats with the big man, the transfer. And you know what? I forgot to do it the first time. Let's get the coach adjustments, change the chew clock, and turn it on. And let's drain almost all of this third quarter. If we could take this entire third quarter on this one drive, that would be the ideal situation. And Mo Turner cannot win the tackle battle there. I was close, but could not get it. And I think we're going to run a little screen here. The screen worked the last time, so we might as well try it again. Although I think it was another running back who was running it this time. But Turner, broken tackle, and look at Maurice Turner. I love this man. I mean, he's breaking tackles. He's got the speed. I think we found ourselves a really good one-year running back because he is a senior, unfortunately. If he was a sophomore, a junior, I'd be over the moon with the running back. But we do have Deuce Washington, who's a nice running back as well. And Kendrick Mosley's fine. We're going to hand it off to Turner again. Does not win the tackle battle. I thought they might give me inches on that, but they don't. They give me the first down. 13 carries, 120 yards in his debut for the Golden Broncos. I'd say that's that's one to win over the crowd, that's for sure. Ooh, I was slow on that one. That was my fault. I was trying to pick my direction. I couldn't decide fast enough. 2nd down and 9. We've already taken a lot of the third quarter away, which is exactly what I wanted to do. But Terrence Weeks is wide open. And when Terrence Weeks is wide open, you got to throw him the football, man. He's too good. He's far too good to not throw him the football there. Leacock is running the slot fade. I don't know if it works. It doesn't. At least I don't have time. I think it might actually work, but it didn't. I didn't have the time. I got to roll out and just step out of bounds with Caleb Nobles there. Just take the easy stuff, even if it's a couple yards. Just take it. We're still trying to run this clock down. We've almost done my goal, which is to take the whole third quarter away. The change of direction for Maurice Turner is really, really good, which is one of the big reasons why I like him, because I like to move around. I like to get sticky on the controller, and having a running back with a good change of direction really helps. Deuce Washington gets that first down, and that should be the third quarter. We have drained the entire third quarter on this one drive, which is the exact thing that I wanted to do, and we will let this go to the fourth quarter. 28-7, the boys are riding high here in the Duke's Mayo Classic. I really want Dickie Guyton to get drenched in that big jar of mayo that they have. This is Will Levis's favorite bowl game, or favorite beginning of the season game, if you didn't know. We're just going to continue to hand this ball off to Maurice Turner, unless it gets to a dangerous situation where you have to pass. Oh, great block. Did you see that dude block him? He got completely overturned. And now we do probably have to pass here. It's probably smarter to do that than to run this ball. Although, Caleb Nobles, step up in the pocket. He's got number 2. Caleb Nobles into the end zone. Who needs to pass the ball when you've got Caleb Nobles running it? It is his time, and he's got 2 rushing touchdowns in the game, plus a passing touchdown, or maybe 2 passing touchdowns. I don't even know. And we lead 35-7. We took the entire third quarter on that drive. And a little bit of the fourth quarter, not too much, but a little bit of it. So we will see what App State chooses to do on their next drive. Will they hand it off to the running back? I don't think they will. They will see the success that they had passing it, and they'll just continue to pass it. Or at least they should. Or they'll go back to the run. No, they're going to pass on the first play at least. And it's going to be one-on-one. He beat me, and he steps out of bounds. That was a touchdown if he doesn't step out of bounds there. He got, who was number 4? Whoever it is got beat hard. Hard they got beat. That was a great corner route to the sidelines. Buckley's trying to get to the quarterback. Couldn't do it. Oh, it's Lumpkin. Lumpkin's number 4. Well, he makes up for it there with a nice little tackle for 5 yards. And we will continue to try and get to the quarterback here with Jeremiah Buckley. He's going to get pushed down. How do you hold on to that? I had a guy blanketing you. I had a guy all on top of you. I had a guy on your back. Everything. Catches it, and it'll be a play action. I had the sack and I missed it because I suck. Nice diving catch by the tight end there. I'm gonna get the quarterback with Jeremiah Buckley. That was my opportunity right there on the play action, but I did not get there. And a handout to the running back. He breaks initial tackle. Buckley alongside Galloway are able to bring the 2 down, or bring the running back down. 2nd and 6 from the 13-yard line. It'll be another handoff, and he's got room. He breaks a tackle, first down, and he's at the 4. If this was the App State team we were playing in the first half, we'd be in a little bit more of a trouble. This would be more of a game than 35-7. And the quarterback's going to keep it, and KJ Posey was not fooled. The big 400-pounder, the senior, was not fooled by the misdirection there. We were ranked for a second at the end of Season 1. Like in the off-season, when we were doing that, we were ranked number 24, I think it was. But then they took it away to start the preseason and to start the regular season in year number 2. So maybe if we win a couple games, we'll get ranked. Who knows? That'd be awesome. Year number 2, we get ranked. Pick. It is a pick. It's Javaris Lumpkin, not Tavares. Javaris Lumpkin. And he's the one who got beat on the earlier play. He makes up for it tenfold with an interception here. Pick 6. 104 yards, whatever it was, because he was basically at the back of the end zone, so maybe 106 yards. Who knows? End zone to end zone, the senior from Montana with the pick 6. And that one, if it wasn't already over, it is over now. Nobody was catching Lumpkin. He's got like 94 speed or something like that, 92 speed. You're not catching him. and App State will get taken behind the woodshed and put out of their misery, basically. 42-7. And this is how our games are going to go this year. I'm going to be a very happy boy. I hope this is how they go, and not because we're playing a little bit of an inferior opponent as Jamelo Harris puts the icing on the cake and plays the banjo or the guitar, whatever his fancy is, with a nice little sack there. But I want to get a sack with Jeremiah Buckley. That's the whole thing. Get there, Jeremiah. Get there. No, he's not going to. That's going to be a great play from the receiver. He's got a lot of yards after the catch there. Kind of unfortunate we didn't have a guy right on him. 3rd and 6. 2-minute warning is on the horizon. And it'll be a pass. It'll be an interception. Lumpkin jumps the route again. Can he do 2 pick sixes? No way. There's no way he's got another pick 6 in him, but it's number 2 for Lumpkin. I mean, he just read that all the way. He was reading the quarterback, reading his eyes, and he did that with ease. You got to stop throwing Lumpkin's way. He's going to kill you. They were ready for that run with Mo Turner. Can we get a little jet sweep? We didn't run a lot of these jet sweeps in Season 1, even though we had one of the fastest guys in college football. We probably should have. I know we ran a couple of them. We're going to give it to the power back, Kendrick Mosley. He broke an initial tackle, but didn't get many yards out of that. I kind of got stuck by my own offensive line, or my own blockers, not my offensive line. And I might toss a little pass here. We got a little all-go situation. Why not? Why not get a little frisky? Toss that. Interception. Darn it! Why is Caleb Noble's ball being so underthrown? And it's a pick 6. I hate it here. I missed the tackle. Why is Caleb Nobles throwing such under? I know I probably should high point that, but I didn't think I needed to. I thought that Caleb Nobles would have the arm strength to get that up. What is Caleb Nobles' attributes? I know we looked at them earlier in the episode, or maybe last episode. He's got a cannon, but it's only one better than Deshaun Wheeler. His deep accuracy is an 86. I don't know how an 86 deep accuracy plus 94 throw power results in those 2 back-to-back throws to Terrence Weeks where they're severely underthrown. Luckily, the first one wasn't an interception, but that one was, and it ended up being a pick 6. I'm not sure why Caleb Nobles cannot hit that route, that streak to the end zone, or just a streak down the field. It's kind of weird and also kind of concerning that he can't hit that. Because Deshaun Wheeler had really no problem ever last year hitting that route. He usually hit that anytime I asked him to, so I'm a little bit concerned about Caleb Nobles with that deep ball. Maybe it's just that App State corner is really good for some reason, and he just can't, he outplays it. I don't know. But that ball felt severely underthrown. I will say that much. And this will be the final play of the game. We'll hand it off to Mo Turner, because why not? And he's hurdling over everybody. I didn't do that myself. That was the game doing it because the guy was on the ground. You know how much room was out there? That was a touchdown if I didn't have to hurdle. Final play of the game, 3rd and 7. Mo Turner, one more time. And we will win the Dukes Mayo Classic. And we'll start year number 2, 1-0. 42-7, or 42-14, should have been 42-7. 42-14. Never in doubt. Never in doubt. We dominated from the get-go. And Javoris Lumpkin is your player of the game because he had 2 interceptions plus the pick 6. He also got cooked on a route earlier in that drive, the one he had the pick 6 on. But we forget about it. We let those things go when you have 2 picks, including a touchdown. And there it is right there. Javoris Lumpkin, nobody was catching him. The running back tried. He couldn't catch him. Good win for the boys. That's a big one. We needed to start 1-0, especially against a rival. We needed that one. But I don't know if I'm sold on Caleb Nobles. This is the same kind of situation that we had last year, in one of the reasons why we ended up going with Deshaun Wheeler in the first place. Because I couldn't really decide if I was sold on Nobles or not. I guess we'll give him a little bit more slack here. We'll cut him some more slack. We'll see what he does. We do have an upgrade, so we've got some coach skills. Jalen Galloway gets player of the week defensively in the MAC. Good for him. No offensive, looks like. Heisman watch. Do we have anybody in there? No, we don't. We don't have money tolls anymore, so. I hope he's doing well in the NFL, though. All right, so we've got ourselves 10 skill points. I might want to go into tactician. We've gone a little bit into tactician. We did all of our DBs. We probably need to go into the offensive line a little bit more. That might be pretty smart. We can get 3 out of 4 on that. But we could also go into Motivator. We haven't done anything in Motivator just yet. We're pretty much all done in recruiting. Yeah, we're all done in recruiting, except for specialists, obviously, but we don't really care about that. I think I might go into Tactician and try to upgrade the offensive line a little bit more, because this offensive line is pretty good. And if we are running behind or running with Mo Turner, I want him to have the best opportunity possible. Next episode, we will take on North Kakalaki, North Carolina, who are starting 0-1. And then we might do a doubleheader next episode. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe we do Boston College in that episode as well. I haven't fully decided yet, but we've only got 3 home games left. So recruiting is going to be quite the difficult challenge this year. But if we're beating teams like App State like that, 42-14, then maybe they'll just like us. But it looks like we're doing pretty good. Muldren, I just want you to commit, man. You look like an unbelievable stud. How are we looking on some of these other guys? So we have entered the battle with John Carter. We've taken a massive jump on Ola Dukin, or Ola Dukan. I don't know how to say his name. Forgive me. But we have taken the lead on him. Kennedy we're doing pretty good on, but a Week 9 visit for Western Kentucky could scare me a little bit. But I do like these other quarterbacks as well. But the 5-star's looking good. The running backs we're doing okay with so far. We don't have any hours to work with. The wide receivers we're looking good on. We're just passively getting this guy because we don't even have any hours on him. He really wants to come here, but we're looking good on the wide receivers. The tight ends we really need, and we're looking good on all them. The left tackle could be a little bit of battle. The right guard, we're losing out on him. That might just have to be what happens. I don't know if we just can't separate these hours anywhere else. I guess I could take hours off of these guys, but I want these guys too. So it's tough. It's tough in the streets. If Zach Marshall commits next episode, then we just put more hours on somebody else. We'll get those hours back. Garrison Ingram is pretty close to committing. He could commit next episode with a big win. We've already got Eddie. Brady Cotton's looking good. We're looking good on a lot of these commitments. We have a development in the Jamie Morey situation. And we've taken a massive jump on James Punga. Oh my God. Clemson has fallen dramatically in the race, and we've jumped into it. This might need to be something we adjust. We might need to take off some points off of Punga and go after Jamie Morey, because he looks like a monster. But Punga's 6'3". I don't want to take off too many hours, but I think we can take the send the house off of him and maybe go contact friends and family. We can at least stay in the race on Punga, but we got to go. We got to put some points on Jamie Morey. So we're going to put 25 on him. We got to go in after him. So that's the only adjustment that I'm going to make. And hopefully that ends up working. We should be able to get a couple hours back after this game against North Carolina, because we should have some commitments. There was some guys that are pretty close. So we can get like 5-10 hours back. We can even put more points on Morey and maybe get another 5-star committed along with that quarterback. So that's going to do it for this episode. We're only going to do week 1. Maybe next episode we do a doubleheader with Carolina and Boston College. I don't know. I haven't fully decided yet. We'll see what happens. If you enjoyed this episode, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.